welcome, welcome. As you see, we're finishing up in the new raid here.
We're coming to you live from Eorzea. Or Eorzea, and thankfully we are coming to you live and not dead. Alright, this.
The second one is going to be a center.
The second one is going to be a center, okay. And I have no idea about the other two. That side. Nope, didn't make it. Of course, guy.
It's tough.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm amazed I do this well. Okay, somebody got Sky. It's a heck of a calisthenic workout, that's for sure. Heal, check please. Mind the moon. Thank you.
Huzzah!
Yes. Hi, Doodles.
Hello, Doodles. Yeah, we're finishing up the run, hoping I'll actually get a drop this time, and
Good luck.
getting Sky her first time through.
Yes, yes, it is. Not look like it. Nope.
Yeah, fending, striking, and healing.
Giving my comm to the other healer. They kind of deserve it. Ooh, 98 on the minion. Maybe I'll actually get it for a change.
No, someone rolled a 99.
Seriously?
Minion D9.
69. And I have that one.
Oh, I got none.
But I already got my drop for the week, so... Yeah, I got my drop for the week.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to
Did not get any of the
spam this
optionals.
after stream to see if I can get my things.
And
Good
I
luck
got
with
it.
that. Oh, very good.
Anyway,
I got
we're
one
doing it.
comm.
I am off to bed because I am going to go to the biggest little furry con tomorrow.
Yes, you be safe and have fun.
Yep, I will. Everyone have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
We're going to disband.
Woohoo. I think the UGG is about the workout.
Yes, it was a workout. I am so impressed she's willing to try and clear those blind as heals.
What was that last boss?
I was fine until then. I don't blame her.
Take the rest of the raid bosses and put them in a blender.
Yes, it was.
Because that's exactly what it is.
Okay, lockout. Time to get on the
Yeah.
buns.
I'm blended now for sure. I know the feeling. I feel that way, and I've done it before. And holy cow, the first time is ridiculous because you're staring at it and going, I have no idea what's going on except for the fact that I recognize half of these. Oh,
I know, it's
fun
just
patch.
crazy. And I think that one is actually Eorzea,
Yes.
as in a form of eulogy.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So the question is Halloween or MSQ?
We can't possibly do main story if there's another alternative. Come on.
Okay.
You know that's not how these buns roll.
Anything to avoid main story. Right.
Yes. And by the way,
Oh.
Poke. Pokey dee poke.
Like that?
Yes.
You're the tall one. You're supposed to remember these things.
I did. And I poked you.
Now we'll need to remember the MSQ is here.
Yeah, well, who can forget Idleshire?
And there are side quests abound. Like this guy.
Oh, yes. Yep.
We'll be back in a bit, we'll Nix.
Yep. Let's see, how are levels?
We all know that the buns are the most side questy characters in the game. Yes, they are.
Did Dave fuck himself out?
Do you want to get that?
Let me go get that.
Yes, you go get that. Oopsies. Well, it's been a fun weekend. I decided to not try and cut fabric this afternoon, so I'm going to do that this evening after everyone goes to bed. Knock on wood. Apparently, Baron and Care to Win had a wonderful drive up to Reno. They actually spent a tiny amount of time in Tahoe. Stomping around there for a little bit, and then they headed on up. And apparently had a very big steak dinner. And then sent me photos.
Yeah, that was a mighty looking steak.
Yes, it was a mighty looking steak.
Steak bigger than your head. Yeah, I think the deadbolt got a little jammed. Like most of the way out, but you know, it kind of popped as I twisted the thing, meaning it did not want to move.
It does that on
You
occasion.
get a lot better leverage on the interior knob than on a key.
Yeah, turning the key on that deadbolt gets kind of squirrely sometimes.
Not so much on that one, since, you know, they did kind of rehang the door and everything when they put it in, so it's been pretty well behaved.
For once.
The old set, well, give it a couple of years for it to shift. But yeah, the old set was kind of getting to be a problem, especially in summer.
Well, there was a time during winter you'd open the door and the bolt, that runs through the hinge would slowly work itself out.
Yeah, and that'll probably happen again too.
So we ended up having to keep a hammer by the door to knock the bolt back.
Yes.
It was silly, but it is what it is. Oh no, there's a side quest way out here!
Really?
Yeah, right there. Flexmox. Or Feltsmox.
Darn gobbies. They're Well, at least it'll be on our way back into the city.
Oh look, Ursa can fly!
Mm-hmm. I can work, I can work, I can work, I can work.
And heading for the Chocobo Forest.
Mm-hmm.
That we will, Doodles. That we will. Because side quest.
I said it'll be on our way.
I always love the world music of this zone.
All I'm getting is the Chocobo theme. Sorry. Because how can you miss the Chocobo theme?
But the Painted Hills! And there's the sleeping dragon. That was
Sleeping
a
might
big,
not be the right word.
big dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen big dragons, but holy moly, and that was not one of the first brood.
Yeah, and might be even bigger than some of the first brood. Which really has you wondering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the first brood is now all accounted for.
Pretty much.
Because it was Midgard Somner,
Hold on a second.
Nidhogg,
Looking it up.
Ratatoskr, Tiamat,
They will.
Bahamut.
Well, remember, some of the ones you mentioned are basically the ones who gave birth to the first brood.
No,
Yeah. Midgard Somer sired the first brood.
you're right. I'm thinking of Hraesvelgr.
Yeah, so it's
I got-
Bahamut, who, yeah, is quite dead. And in some ways not dead enough. Tiamat, which, yep. The Buns haven't seen her yet, but Hraesvelgr, Nidhogg, Ratatoskr. Which one was Ratatoskr?
Ratatoskr was the one who was initially killed.
Okay, that's right. And then Vitra and Asdaya.
Yeah, Ashdaya.
So,
Yeah, we've been
7
watching that,
siblings, and
but
we've seen all of them.
but so far it's like it's an interesting concept. Where's the plot?
Yeah, well, it's kind of neat because, they definitely have a good idea on gamers and gaming. But the rest of it is just a little too much easy power fantasy. That said, there is one that has surprised us this season. Because it has, an awful light novel name. Which is,
if you can actually say the full name, I will be impressed.
My daughter left the nest and came back an S-rank adventurer.
Yeah. It is a light novel, but it's actually a really decent one. I wish they would stop it with the naming conventions, because, oh my god, I want to pull my eyes out.
Yeah. But the idea there is you have an adventurer who lost his leg early in his career and retired. And somewhat after that, he found an abandoned baby girl and adopted her. Indications are she might not be actually human because, yeah, she seems a little powerful. But she's this very sweet girl, wants to be an adventurer like her dad, really worships her dad, made up a, boosting nickname for him that she's been spreading around, and everyone's going, yeah, the Red Ogre, and he's going, who?
Why are you giving me a nickname?
Yeah, where'd you get this name from? Well, that's what your daughter said. What? And of course, the main kind of plot beat for the first 3 episodes is she's an adventurer, she's successful, and the Adventurers Guild she's in is very busy, so she keeps getting pulled off of her trying to go on vacation and see her dad again.
And she is such a daddy's girl.
Yes, she is. And yeah, that one has been a lot of fun so far. So for truly new stuff for the season, that's kind of been our favorite so far. Oh, no, wait. That's not true. Second favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Main favorite would be Farron. Which, of course,
yes,
was
Farron.
Which, of course, was known to be likely very good from the start.
Yeah, last week I ended up binge watching Sunny Boy. My head hurts.
Don't know that one. I take it I might not want to know that one.
I'll explain after Quest, but I want to know what they were on when they actually wrote that story, because I want to steer clear of it.
Okay. The freight stuff. Ow. The Adventurers Guild investigator is eyeing the festive displays with a healthy dose of suspicion. Oh my stars, could it be the self-same adventurers who helped us keep wickedness at bay and transformed all Saints' Wait from a night of screams into a day of revelry? Yeah, that might be us. Thank the 12 for bringing you to us, for the fiends of the realm knock at the door once again, and we need a dauntless pair of souls to help us ensure they don't tear it off its hinges. The host of this year's Parade of Horrors is a woman with a pumpkin for a head. I shudder to consider whether this is some elaborate costume or... No, perhaps it is best not to know. Her strange appearance makes my skin crawl, to say nothing of her underlings. One might think the Continental Circus was come again, hiding their monstrous intentions behind the guise of celebration. We can be grateful that none have yet fallen under their spell, but I fear it is only a matter of time. We must act quickly to unearth their schemes. I would begin a thorough investigation at once, but I'm afraid my surveillance duties here prevent me from moving freely. That, my friends, is why I need you. Approach this pumpkin-headed witch under the flag of friendship, and offer your services as her ghastly celebration. If you catch even a whiff of foul deeds, I want you to put a stop to them before any innocents come to harm. Leave it to us. I knew I could count on you. Now then, you can find our quarry just across the way at Miketu's amphitheater, where she is doubtless attempting to draw any and all passerby into her ungodly procession. Humor her for now, but take care not to fall victim to her honeyed words.
Yeah, remember, we won't see the next episode until Thursday, so no spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Ogre Pumpkinhead. We haven't seen her in ages. It is you. I knew your arrival was inevitable. For any who once indulged in the revelry of All Saints' Wake cannot resist the chance to relive their experience. Such eagerness! We are in need of willing hands to help with the festivities, preferably with bodies still attached. Yes, I like my hands attached to my bodies, please and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I understand that you've been tasked with bringing to light any inquiries on my part, but you know from experience that I am perfectly harmless, so you are free to conduct your little investigation, if it so pleases you. Together, I believe we can make All Saints' Wake into one that will be remembered for moons to come. Yet, before we begin, allow me to illuminate the history of this event and our intentions here. On this most unhallowed of nights, the saints revel in their
Palatial.
Okay. Some of the letters were starting to blend in there, so... The saints revel in their palatial heavens, and as the judgment eyes become leadened from drink, the impure are free to feast and frolic without fear of punishment. In ages past, the common folk would rue the coming of this night and cower in their homes. That is, until the adventurers undertook it upon themselves to rid the streets of evil, thus turning the evening into a celebration for your collective bravery. A joyous happening, to be sure. But what of the goblin, the ghost, the gremlin? Unfortunately, there are many monstrous sorts who have yet to consider this night to spread fear like the plague. And so it struck me, what if All Saints' Wake could be an occasion for celebration upon mortals and monsters alike? I believe there's room for light in even the darkest of hearts. Oh, I won't dispute that. Which brings me to the question of your involvement. I would have your aid a minion of mine named Papa Gruff in facilitating All Saints' Wake that will allow yours and mine to join hands in mutual merriment. You do realize we have a long-running history of the problem named Papa Gruff.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you know Papa Gruff.
Too well.
He was once a voidsent so depraved his kin spoke of his name only in hushed whispers. But I have since shackled, or rather, politely reasoned with him to commit devilry no more. Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing of his formidable magic powers, I have set him to work under the guiding words, frightened enough to tickle, but not to scare. Fear need...
But not scar.
Ah.
Tickle, don't scar.
Right. Fear need not be an unpleasant experience, and Papa Gruff is doing his utmost to strike the delicate balance between felicity and fright. Not with much success, as I understand. That makes sense. I would prefer... I would love to offer hit advice myself, but I believe one such as you would better know what appeals to the mortals of the city. Might you give our beleaguered Papa Gruff a few words of advice? Thank you, truly. He should be putting on a performance near the Leatherworkers Guild at present, assuming he is yet to be chased from Gridania's borders. Please speak with him and give him my encouragement.
Or we'll give him our encouragement.
I've got a pair of fists with his name on it.
Exactly.
Grr!
Upstairs or downstairs?
Looks like downstairs.
Yeah, usually is for this.
Yeah. Undaunted Lancer.
Is he quite well?
No, he's not. He's never been well a day in his life.
You're those meddlesome adventurers.
That we are.
Rather, I see tidings of my humble performance have reached even your ears, good madams. Please honor me with your presence as my guest of honor. Without further ado, I shall summon a foul, fell beast before your very eyes. I only hope you've brought a change of small clothes. A monster? It'll take more than a magician's cantrip to scare me. Here, my dear thrill-seekers. Here lies an ordinary pumpkin, or is it? Take care not to blink, for any moment of distraction may well be your last. Yep, that's scary.
Pet my belly.
Scary feeling gone. Oh, the terror! Those bloodthirsty eyes! Those razor-sharp fangs! Flee if you dare, but this hellhound will chase you to the ends of the earth to have its wands of flesh. And I would know, considering the scars of its wrath upon my backside. Imagine each and every pumpkin adorning this fair city transformed into such a thing. Why, dread would prey upon Gridania to the last elm, if I made it so. A veritable banquet of chaos.
Puppy chaos. Well, at least he got a chuckle out of it.
Bloody brilliant. You drew us all in with that talk of monsters, only to dash our expectations with an adorable pup. I admit some confusion at first, but now I see you're a clown among clowns. Not a single blood-curdling scream. But a smile is not a complete failure, I suppose.
No, it is not.
Ah, my pumpkin-headed master asked you to help me. Well, allow me to peel back the curtain, as they say. Considering our previous acquaintance, this hardly bears repeating, but my true form is that of a voidsent.
Yeah, we know that.
Not even a grimace. Well, I suppose it would be inconvenient if you ran away screaming after every sideways glance in my direction. Now, for the matter of this furry abomination.
You're actually kind of a weak point scent, too.
Yeah, well. Frightened enough to tickle but not scar is the agreement that binds me to my master. I don't need to be told twice that summoning any of my kind would be in gross violation of that covenant. So, remembering the deceptively winsome countenance of this vicious hellhound, I thought it would strike a perfect balance between horrifying and heartwarming. That is, until a child at an earlier show burst into tears at the pup's appearance.
Oh no.
Now I've seen a man react with a hearty laugh to the exact same dog, with nary a trace of fear in his voice. The difference is vexing. Tell me, is a puppy something to be feared or cuddled? That one is definitely in the realm of cuddled.
I think it's the bottom one. What frightens
Yeah.
one may make another smile.
Yep.
Know your audience.
Do you jest? Do you mean to say your kind's definition of terror differs from person to person?
Why, yes. Yes, we do.
I admit that does explain the sheer contrast in reactions I've observed so far, and it does place me between a rock and a hellish soul-rending place. If my task is simply a matter of bringing people to fearful tears, the ground beneath you would already be soaked through. How in the hell's good name does one frighten to a tickle? Ah, but you with your delicate sensibilities can teach me to mix dread and delight into a charmingly chilling concoction. Let us begin at once. I might be a little more inured of things than most. Comes with being an adventurer.
But puppy! Hello, puppy! Must pet the puppy! Yes, who's a good doggo? You're a good doggo.
Let's get right to it, eh? First, we need to find people to scare, but not scar. Your kind seems to gravitate towards the pumpkins we've placed throughout the city, which creates the perfect opportunity for mild mischief. One of our displays should be just over this hill, and another is near the Lancers Guild. Your job is to tell me what to transform the pumpkins into once we find suitable test subjects. Let's see how well you tickle.
Oh no.
Yeah. We're being followed by Papa Gruff.
Speak with Papa Gruff.
You may have heard terrifying stories of my past, but I regret to say the magics I wield don't quite live up to my reputation. I only have a talent for minor transmogrification.
Transmogrification.
Yeah, that. I only have a talent for minor transmogrification. Really. My master, on the other hand. Oh, I shudder to think what mayhem she would be capable of if she wished it.
But she does not, and we're good with that. A second? Okay. Hello, off-duty sergeant.
An old Saints Wake performance. Very well, but I face slavering monsters almost daily, so it'll take something quite fantastic to make me flinch. Maybe your ex-wife?
Ooh! That was below the belt.
Oh, I could make him flinch so hard his heart would burst in his chest. But that's neither here nor there. What type of goal would be suitable? The ghastliest goal you can muster.
Yeah.
He asked for it.
Well, if you say so, allow me to oblige.
Okay.
Gads! That gave me quite a fright. I only hope I never face such a monstrosity on one of my patrols, else my final act might be to soil my breeches. Well played, well played.
Off-duty sergeant.
This looks almost real. I believe I might see this terrifying visage in my nightmares for some time yet.
Okay, same as before.
Yep. Okay, perk 2.
But yeah, he kind of asked for it, so...
Yep, so we gave it to him. Zoomies?
Not quite, I'm not going full tilt. And here we are, round 2.
Round 2, fright.
Oh no! Cowering boy.
Yeah, let's tone it down for this one. These decorations are so scary. You're not here to trick me, are you? Kinda. This one is ripe for the picking. Forget I said anything. So, what type of ghoul do you suggest? Something spoopy. Pardon me, spooky.
I kind of like the middle one, but not for this case. But the hell they ate my homework level of dread.
Yes.
Something.
Of course, the most appalling abomination you can conceive of, and don't skimp on the ooze.
But no, something spoopy.
Something spoopy.
If you really think so.
Though the hellhound at my homework kind of dread is very amusing.
Yes. There we go.
Oh,
Huh?
it's adorable.
You know, when you look at it, it's actually kind of cute. Puff of smoke was a little scary, though. I think I'm beginning to understand. If a fright doesn't kill your kind, it can actually be somewhat pleasant. I believe I'm ready to take the proverbial stab at it. Come, come, there should be more pumpkins around up Kalu Falls.
Right? Oh, up Carlo Falls and away. Still
It's
the
even
same.
cuter every time I look at it. I wonder if any of the other pumpkins will transform.
Yeah, that's a little cute ghosty. Ghosty Wosty?
Something like that. Yeah, not that way.
Ah, here we are. A cowering girl. Oh no.
Uncowed girl.
Hello. Don't tell me you're supposed to send a chill down my spine. Clowns are for babies.
For babies, are they? I'll make this last wish she was back in her mother's womb. That might be overdoing it a little. You there, little girl. Look well upon this pumpkin.
Ah! I'm a monster!
Try that again.
Did it
That's
not go
my
through?
spike. No,
Ah.
at least not for me.
Ah! I'm a monster! Did that go through?
Yeah, it didn't like. Part of it did.
What impressive magic! My heart won't stop pounding! Dad and Ma will have the fright of their lives when I tell them I saw a real, honest-to-God's monster. I can't wait to tell them. I think I'll think twice before I insult the clan again. Thanks for the thrills.
Did she say thank you?
Yes, she did.
I scared her near out of her shoes, and she thanks me. Can't say I've experienced that before. I dare say I even enjoyed it. Yes, now is the time to capitalize upon this newfound tickling skill of mine. Let us visit the display near the Whistling Miller next.
He's getting it.
And she has left.
Yeah, she went to go tell her parents.
Yep.
Startled botanist.
Uh-oh. Good day to you, young lady. You join me in celebrating the joyous occasion that is All Saints' Wake.
Celebrate? That's the last thing on my mind.
Try that again.
It's not coming through?
It was unhappy, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Adios, black magic.
Mhm.
Celebrate? That's the last thing on my mind. Please go bother someone else with that ghoulish makeup.
Oh my, aren't you in a fright? And not the good kind either. What happened, lass? Papa Gruff is here to help. That's a change.
You'll help me? Well, I could certainly do with worse than a clown. I've come from the great Lone Growry, although fled from is probably more appropriate.
There's something going on there.
Apparently. I was tilling the fields like always when I heard a frightful voice from behind me. I turned around to meet it and came face to face with the foulest monster I've ever seen.
Wasn't us.
When I regained my senses, I was here, my throat hoarse from screaming. No power in the realm can persuade me to return, not while that horror wanders around unchecked. I've got a pair of fists! I know what to do! Punch with them!
Mm-hmm. A monster? We haven't visited the Growery yet. What could it have been, do you think? Cute little puppy that you let wander around on its own?
Maybe one transformed pumpkins from earlier?
We might have a real demon on our hands.
Puppies! It's puppies, right?
You go with the first one?
Yeah. Mine first or yours?
Yours. Give me a moment. Impossible. Those illusions are no more capable of free movement than the pumpkins they sprang from. I believe something much more real may be lurking in Gridania.
Ooh, spooky.
And for mine, you may very well be right. Those illusions I summoned are no more capable of free movement than the pumpkins they sprang from. Yes, no doubt there are void scent running amok. Friends of
Yay!
yours,
Something for me to punch!
here I am tying myself into knots trying to learn the subtleties of spookery, while some uncouth brute goes rampaging through the Twelveswood with nary a thought towards artistry. If we forgive such behavior, our efforts to find glee and terror will have been for naught.
He's learning.
Tremble and fear no longer, lass. We shall investigate the matter.
Truly, you're the first people to believe my claims are more than seasonal mischief. Oh, I knew Father was wrong when he said that all clowns were villains. Thank you.
We're keeping an eye on this one. Again, those words ring strangely in my ears. However, 'tis not an entirely unpleasant sensation. I know this wasn't why you were sent to assist me, but there's no telling how many of my kind we may find. A single clown can only achieve so much, so would you lend me your aid in case the situation grows undesirably bloody?
Give me something to
Professional
punch.
adventures right here.
Thank you.
Punchy punchy?
Mm-hmm.
Look at me, expressing gratitude, and one of your kind, no less. Well, no matter. Let us depart to the Great Loam Growery and settle this. Doodles thinks it's Rosicrucians.
Checking with the botanist.
Mm.
That frightful thing snuck up upon me in the Great Growery. I fear it will be some time yet before I can work up the courage to return.
Don't
Poor
worry,
girl.
it'll be perfectly safe and, you know, a cutscene or so.
Let me punch things! Do. Ah, there's Papa Gruff. Oh, Papa?
I see nothing out of the ordinary here, but I know they were close. And a destination.
Dun dun dun.
Our roguish quarry is close, doubtless lying in wait for somewhere to catch us unawares. Once they show themselves, don't indulge them with anything but a face of stony indifference. How about a stony fist or two? Oh! Is that the best you've got?
Really? Really?
Oh, come on! As I thought, a fellow void scent. And what, pray tell, are you doing here? Brother of the Void, then you know why I'm here, for the Night of Devilry. Once we're free to carouse, creep, and caper, guided by the great pumpkin-headed archfiend. For too long we've been denied our demonic rights, and it is I who shall reinstate our grandest event. Yes, the age of the Great Gorge shall give way to the era of the Great Pot.
You don't say.
Even now, my allies lie in wait throughout the city, ready to usher in the Night of Devilry. You must join us, brother. Join as we rise again.
Don't even think it. No.
What? Why?
Even if I wanted to, my covenant prevents me from engaging in the wanton vileness you propose. Regardless, I have no desire to join you for some cheap jaunt through the city with only a few startled mortals to show for it. Such indelicate devilry would only result in our swift and total annihilation. Yep, we're right here, ready to annihilate.
Ha! Spoken like a true coward. Don't tell me you're frightened of some sharpened sticks and clumsy clubs.
What about my fifth?
Oh, but I am frightened, as you too would be had you tasted the full brunt of my master's fury. Perhaps you may yet, if you continue to insist upon this foolish course. I have learned how to blend in with the people here, and extract terror in such a way that it does not tempt retaliation. Your plan would bring but a single night of debauchery. Learn how to cohabit, however, and our collective revelry can last forevermore.
Traitor! Then my minions and I will devour you and your buttered bun of a friend.
Hey! He figured out we're buns!
Yes. Oh, no. That'll be you.
That it? That guard?
Naughty children ill deserve to join in the festivities. They should be happy as decorations to serve as an example for any who would follow in their footsteps.
My lady, how pleasant it is to see you. Dare I ask why you grace us with your presence? Now, we had this under control.
I got wind of a void scent disturbance and came here to investigate. When I heard your voices, I knew something was afoot. I must say, I'm quite pleased to see that the merit in my approach to all states wake. Yet something must be done about the other beasts that have crept into the city. Let us give them the same treatment and continue enjoying our unhallowed season on our own terms.
Disappointing, you didn't punch anything.
I know, and my fists are itching. Papa Gruff?
That wretch reminded me of myself long ago, but for a twist of fate, I might even now be adorning the streets of Gridania by its side. No.
Yeah, she's in there.
Just her. I thought I saw a second name tag buried in there, but no.
Yeah, buried is the correct term. With your help, rounding up our little reckless kin should prove a simple matter. Now let us make this All Saints' Wake an occasion to remember for those who dwell in the light and shadow alike. If you sight any errant ghosts, perform the spell as I demonstrated earlier. In so doing, we shall convince the residents of Gridania that the source of their supposed nightmares was not but a cluster of mundane pumpkins. This wand possesses the transformative power you require. Simply swing it about in a grandiose manner and point it at your target. Once the charm has been cast, I shall collect the pumpkins. I understand they are quite delicious when baked in a pie.
All Saints Charm. Can I keep this wand for my next World of Darkness run?
I wish it was that easy. Just a second.
So what's the command
I'm
for that
looking.
one? Oh dear, yes.
Ah, there it is. All Saints Charm. All one word, no apostrophe. Papa Gruff.
A charmed life. Papa Gruff is eager to rid Gridania of his wicked brethren.
Hello, Life Swing.
Hey, Live! You've missed the first half of the Halloween special. Probably more like 3/4. Just when I was getting the hang of being the life of the party instead of the death of it. Let's wrap this up quickly, lest this year's All Saints Wake be remembered as a disaster.
That would be bad.
I sense something sinister lurking deeper in these fields. As well as a trail heading to the east, perhaps towards the market or the Lancers Guild. Splitting up will be the easiest way to end this quickly. I'll escort the botanist from earlier back here and deal with whatever still haunts the growery. I shall use the opportunity to convince her that what she witnessed before was nothing but an overzealous pumpkin. That should put her heart at ease. I will leave the rest of Gridania to you. Once the Voidsent have been verily vegetated, meet me at Miketu's amphitheater, so we can deliver my master news of our success. Now, let the show begin!
And we're off. But first, something a little more spooky for the season. Yeah, Blinky will do.
Ah.
So, to wrap up the story so far, a Voidsent by the name of Papa Gruff, who we've dealt with in years past, has decided to turn a new leaf to try and spook people without terrorizing them.
Yes. Somewhat at the insistence of the pumpkin-headed lady who he's
Ogre Pumpkinhead.
rightfully scared of.
Because she is the Great Gourd.
Yes. Is the Great Gourd to put in Charlie Brown?
Yes. And we'll just kind of make a circle. And I'm gonna just go ahead and put that on my bar for now.
Oh yeah, we we actually have to use it for this?
As soon as we can find it. Oh no, it's
Yeah,
raining!
There we go. Capering Void Scent and Unnerved Wood Wailer.
Check with the wood
Monsters
wailer.
have invaded the city! And now it's raining. Yeah. Even gets a cine. Fancy. That is an unhappy pumpkin. Pumpkin? Wait, this is all part of the All Saints Wake festivities, isn't it?
You keep telling yourself that.
Technically, this is true. Just not the official festivities. I must say, that made my heart skip a beat. This is what adorns the streets. I cannot wait to see what the main stage has in store.
Oh, there's going to be something on the main stage?
The official revelry, no doubt.
Perturbed Citizen.
What? What is that awful thing? Nothing to be scared of, at least.
No force can rival that of the terror. Upon terror we feast. No, you'll get turned into a
Try
pumpkin.
this. What? They're just a pumpkin. Knew the Wood Whalers wouldn't let such wicked things into the city. Yeah. Tell yourself that. Never seen such a feat of illusion before. The rest of All Saints Wake is as entertaining. I'd best go and find the main event. And get an umbrella. It's wet out.
They went for some Voidsent pumpkin pie?
Mm-hmm. Flustered girl.
If I don't look, it'll go away.
Yes, don't look, it'll go away.
Yeah, you
Yes,
get turned
yes,
into a
yes.
pumpkin.
Come on.
Huh? What? It was a pumpkin the whole time?
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
I can't believe I fell for that. But now that I know it's just a trick, I'd like to see it again.
Yeah, maybe later. Maybe next year. And no more mischief out of you, Mr. Pumpkin. You've turned all the prowling Voidsent into harmless pumpkins. Papa Gruff awaits at Miketo's amphitheater.
So, can I turn you into a pumpkin?
I tried with you earlier.
Nope. No pumpkin.
I know. I want to try this out in our next World of Darkness run, though.
Oh god, that would be hilarious if they actually did something. They probably didn't, but...
No.
Can you just imagine this floating pumpkin pulling off all of Double Blinky's mechanics?
Yeah.
Ogre Pumpkinhead. Ah, you're returned, and that means Gridania is free of mischievous Voidsent. Let's hear what Papa Gruff has to say.
There you are. I took care of the Voidsent still haunting the Great Loam Brewery. Did your hunt go smoothly? Yes. Yes, it did. Good, good. Now we can safely say that the only frights in store for the citizens of Gridania are of the decidedly entertaining variety.
I took the liberty of gathering the pumpkins you created. Their punishment will not be eternal, but they can stand to remain in their current form for the duration of the festivities. It is the least they can do to repentance. There you are, my fearless clown. Thank you for reassuring me. I had worried that I might have to retire from my position at the Great Loam Brewery and seek a less haunting climates. As for the matter of the Botanist Guild, allow me to extend my personal thanks for helping my gifted pupil avoid such a decision. It would have been a grievous loss for all of us.
Oh, it was no trouble at all. In fact, I should thank you for being such an exemplary audience. A true entertainer brings his all to every stage, be it a grand amphitheater or a cozy vegetable patch. I only hope you're half as thrilled as I was.
That scary, whatever it was, looked so real. I could never have guessed it was just a garden variety pumpkin. I feel privileged to have seen a master of illusion at his craft. As do I. Would that every day were so filled with surprises. As a token of our thanks, we've made some special pumpkin cookies for our most recent crop. Please enjoy them in good health. Pumpkin cookies.
I do believe I can get used to this being thanked thing. Well, since you've gone through the trouble, I'd best eat them before they're cooled. To my good health.
Doesn't that remove your illusion?
This is delicious.
Okay, we're good. All good. Nothing to see here. See, even Ogre Pumpkinhead agrees.
This flavor, I've never tasted anything like it. The cookie's aether is tinged with something I can't quite pin down. It's bold, but not overpowering.
Oh no, we have a cookie fanatic on our hands.
Yeah. This quest line has gone foodie on us. Is this the taste of gratitude? Oh, how much of my life have I wasted only supping on terror, and all along a whole world of flavors was left neglected.
Oh, he had a foodgasm!
Yes. At least it didn't blow his clothes off.
We're not going there!
Oh, come on, Food Wars.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I shall consider your words a compliment nonetheless. These cookies are but a small token of my appreciation. I only wish I could have given more.
You mean I could potentially receive more gifts? If performing my act will get me more baked delights, I'd better get to work straight away. This is shaping up to be quite the All Saints Week indeed.
I could not have imagined a better day of celebration for all. Our success here is in no small part thanks to you two. As I believe that Papa Gruff now has matters well in hand, I shall return to my manor. Pray visit if you are so inclined. Yes, but before I forget, do appraise those troublesome investigator of what has transpired here. Maybe he will finally cast his prying eyes elsewhere.
Maybe, but there's a bit too much history of him being right.
Yeah. Yeah. Startled botanist. You really enjoyed those cookies, didn't you? I'll make another batch as soon as I can.
You do this. And Papa Gruff, somewhere. No, not the corgi. Truth be told, I didn't think this plan for a harmonious All Saints Wake would ever work, but I'm glad to be proven wrong.
Well, good for you. Okay, Mr. Investigator, everything taken care of.
Delicious cookies for all. What a fantastic yarn. Monsters plotting against monsters, all to make us happy. I admit I find your story hard to swallow, but I also see no reason why a fellow guild member would lie. Very well. I shall take your tale at face value and consider these to be glad tidings indeed. However, I cannot help but wonder if this was all an elaborate ruse. They knew we were watching them, and that may have compelled them to put on a show of charity. After all, a monster cannot change its skin overnight. I shall continue to keep a close eye on their activities from afar. I thank you for everything you've done, and hope against hope that the evil has been laid to rest. Now have access to Sneaky Hollow.
And the old manor. And the All
Delightfully
Saints Week
frightful.
vendor. Who wants to give us wall-mounted bats or magic pumpkin prisms?
Great.
So, back to Idleshire?
Yeah.
Whee! So yeah, I binge watched Sunny Boy a few weeks or last week. It's a couple seasons old now. By Madhouse. And it is trippy. It starts in a medias res and never utterly ends its ball of confusion.
Okay.
It is about a classroom that suddenly finds itself in a parallel world. And the parallel worlds just keep getting weirder.
Kind of like Abenobashi.
It's like Abenobashi does Serial Experiment Lane.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it... I just wish they were more clear about the points they were trying to make each story. Because
Right.
it is a little on the episodic side.
Mm.
But yeah, I have to say, the fact that we're getting smothered by novel VR adaptations, and then you had that in the middle of it all. It was different. But yeah, I don't know if I recommend it because I don't think they were clear about what they wanted to state with it all.
Right.
It was more just a series of random events which eventually ended.
Yeah.
They were definitely trying to go somewhere with it, but it didn't come across to me. A couple others I've been kind of watching that have been mildly interesting. Empires of Ruin is one that just started. Plot-wise, it definitely seems interesting. However, so far, because of all the situation and the story they're trying to tell, I want to take all the characters and drop kick them off a short pier.
Oh dear.
And when I mean all the characters, I mean all the characters.
Yeah. A story with a high brick rating, you say?
Yes. Very high brick rating. Ragnar Crimson is actually looking to be fairly decent.
Huh.
Though I think the storytelling's slightly off to make it be something really special. That one is effectively... You know those stories where a hero goes through this huge hero arc, loses everything, learns their lesson at the end, and they were able to successfully do a time wedgie back to their previous self to stop whatever set everything off in the first place?
Okay.
This is one of those stories, except it's after he's fixed what he initially came to do.
Okay.
And he's now got the knowledge of the future from his former future self, but he's still having to encounter the same problems.
Right.
No, we have not seen that one yet. That's one I was looking at, but it's also one of the ones that struck me as it might be better binged.
I can't say I've heard of it.
Reminds me a little about the Raven of the Inner Palace, which started good but didn't really go much of anywhere. Oh, I can't get through here. Oh dear. I am denied!
Yeah.
I'm denied my shortcut! Probably because I can't fly in the next zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, recently we were actually talking about Experiment Lane, and me coming to the conclusion that that's actually one of the stories that's actually better off binged, because it's slightly slow paced, and that if you watch it just one episode at a time over the course of a couple months, you just mentally lose all the plot points because they're so subtle. And I've been keeping up with Helk, which has a interesting premise, and they're definitely going somewhere with it. Unfortunately, it's kind of played a bit on the comedy side, and I think that takes away from the story, per se. It's something that you would probably like, Ladonia, but I don't think it's good enough for Baron and Dave.
Fair enough.
And Helk is actually in its second season. Or second core, as they're wanting to call it now.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got new Ancient Magus Bride. Yay.
Yay. Mana's favorite series.
And we just finished off one with the guys. I'm trying to remember which one that was. Oh, we finished off the most recent round of
Golden Kamui.
yeah, Golden Kamui. That's the one. I could see a Sherpa in my head and I couldn't place it with the title.
And that is always a good series.
Hello, Feltzmox. What do you want?
Actually, hold on a moment. Darn.
Nope. No Gobby love.
Feltzmox needs bait. Feltzmox looks thoroughly unsatisfied.
Too much
Yeah,
cheese.
so am I. That one didn't do a thing. Nothing is going well for Feltzmox.
Oh, this would be
Nope,
mine.
nope.
Sorry.
Yes, it would be. So hard to tell.
Yeah, it's really almost impossible to tell with Gobbies. They pretty much have to tell you.
Yep.
Nothing is going well for Feltzmox, so she goes for a walk. But Feltzmox is still unhappy. Feltzmox loves fishing, but is having terrible luck when fishing in recent days. Feltzmox can't catch anything. Feltzmox has an idea. Uplanders, please help. Kill wildy beasts and collect 3 of their eyeballs.
Goody.
I finally get to punch something! I haven't
Okay,
punched
fair enough.
anything all night.
Just don't punch them in the eye. We need those.
Oh, it's such a big brown target.
More like small round target, but yeah.
No. With wildebeest, they're big round targets. I mean, look at how big that eye is!
One. Two. Three.
There. 3 big eyes from wildebeests.
Just what we always wanted. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to give it up. Because we have to turn them in for quest rewards.
Yeah.
If you wanted them, then maybe we should have hunted more.
It's okay.
You sure? We can go back.
Yes. No, that's fine.
Okay. Hello, Feltzmox. Do you have the wildebeest eyes? 3 eyes.
Wildebeest eye. Though long removed from the head, you have the eerie feeling that this eye is still watching you.
Ew! Why do you want these?
To watch the fish?
Excellent. Perhaps this time Feldsmox will catch something. These sparkly shiny orbs make the best fishing bait. Feldsmox will catch some big, delicious fish with this. Feldsmox will try right now.
You do this. Take those eyes far, far away from us.
They have their eyes on us.
Just about that time to probably get into the city and call it.
Yeah, that's the goal.
But that was a nice thing to do on the way through.
Yep. And we do have a blue quest we're going to go by, but we'll come back to it.
And Doodles has seen Pluto. Netflix has just dropped all 6 episodes of Pluto this past week. Yes, we're noticing the notice of it, and that's the
Madhouse reinterpretation prequel of Astro Boy.
Yeah. Now,
Because
if only,
Otomo loves his Astro Boy and
blame
Tezuka.
him. Now,
Lots
if
and lots
only
of Tezuka.
Adam would show up on something where we can show it to the guys.
Yeah, it's kind of disappeared. There's been a few series that have actually been pulled down.
Well, that one was on Amazon.
It was on Amazon. They had it for a little bit on High Dive, and now it's disappeared from everything. Another one that's really driving me nuts right now is Utawai Ramono The False Faces, which is 2nd season.
Yeah.
You can get first season, or the first series. You can get the 2nd season of the 2nd series, but you can't get the 1st series.
Yeah. Well, the first series?
Or the 1st season of the 2nd series.
Okay, yeah. Because, of course, we actually still have Paul's copy of the original.
Yeah, we've got the original, and you can get that one and find that one online.
Yeah.
It's the middle one that's missing.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Love you too.
I think there's a rights dispute going on with that.
Probably.
Because originally, High Dive / Sentai Works got it. They did the first season. And then the 2nd season was done by Funimation.
Right.
And for a while they had a deal where it would show on Funimation as well as High Dive, and now it's gone from everything.
We'll get you next week.
But yeah, the initial one we were talking about, which was, of course, a prequel to The Mighty Atom, aka Astro Boy, is actually really good. I was really fond of it, but...
Yeah. Yeah, we saw it, and we're very happy with it.
The good news is I don't think Amazon has really been pushing for exclusive anime anymore. At least I don't know of any. They've got some, but I haven't heard of any in the recent seasons.
Yeah.
And they've let go of a few of them, like they let go of Vinland Saga. That was originally an Amazon exclusive. They let go of the one Zombie Train one, which is actually surprisingly good.
Zombie Train one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's technically taking place in the future during the middle of a zombie apocalypse, and you have these armored trains running between fortified cities.
Okay.
I was actually surprised on how well done that one was. Any case, it is that time. Thank you all very much for coming along. Thank you for a wonderfully spooky evening. We will be back on tomorrow night for more Nier Automata as we continue our playthrough with 2B, and we've already
No. No
you're right, we're on A2.
Yes, A2.
A2 and her sticky fingers.
Okay then.
That Emil is lamenting over now.
Oh. Right, yes.
He's like, I had my stuff stolen. She's looking straight at A2, who's wearing the thing she stole.
Yeah.
Gets me every time. With that said, you all have a great evening. Be safe, be well, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Yes, everyone have a great night. Hope to see you here tomorrow.